The Secret Empire is all the rage these days, but that doesn't mean that pockets of resistance aren't going to be showing up all across the world. So right off the bat, the first thing that is very important about Occupy Avengers is the fact that this issue is exactly what Secret Empire should have had since the Zero issue and the big revelations of what exactly is going on. A team of heroes and unlikely people sticking together to fight the power that is trying to take over. Essentially, in this comic, we're going to get a very cool look as to what exactly is happening with these characters. Now, the characters that are involved here are the who's who's of a few different, comic series that are going on out here. We, of course, have the Champions, the Defenders, and, of course, Hydra. And then there is the Underground, who we also get to follow in this. Now, the Underground is the ones that are trying to do what's more or less connecting it to the bigger plot, which is, of course, find shards of the Cosmic Cube for the team. We, of course, know, if you follow that storyline, that the Champions are the ones that are infiltrating Hydra, and they're trying to do their own thing in the Uprising comics. And the thing you'll notice throughout this entire comic is what makes it good is definitely not the art. I mean, the art is absolutely atrocious, but it's the story they're telling here, these pockets of resistance that are around, seeing these characters interacting with one another and telling you a more down-to-earth story that's happening while the Empire is taking over. We get to see them being held up on a highway. We get to see how these people are having to live in a world where they can't really do much. They have to do these mandatory checks where Hydra is just kind of like, empty your pockets, let's see what you got. And, even catching up with the Avengers and, of course, Wonder Man and everything, we get a little bit of a laugh moment there that I thought was pretty well handled. And overall, it's not the best comic they've put out. It's not the best tie-in comic that they've put out or anything like that, but it is a good comic that's actually fleshing out more of what's happening in this world and looking into these pockets that we might not have gotten a chance to look into with the bigger story, because that has to be such a singular focus comic. And I really do enjoy it for that. Overall, it's not something that I would say you have to read or anything like that. But if it catches your eye, if you like the story it's trying to tell you, if you like a smaller scale story just about how is it that the Secret Empire is doing all this over here and how is that affecting the smaller time things, this is probably the issue you want to read. I would honestly give it a 7 out of 10.